What is going on? Billy Cowell here, coming to you live on Fit Life Pro, Fit Pro Life, Fit Life Pro, Fit Pro Life. Just want to do a parallel video to the blog post that I just put together. That really just is the topic. I think the title was something along the lines of breaking free from the dollar model for your business. So, I mean, I'm not saying completely break free because I still teach classes at Equinox and they pay me hourly, so I'm still in that model. I work there 10 hours a week. I oftentimes will sub some extra classes to pick up some extra cash, of course, to reach out to some more people as much as I can and to help out my fellow pros over in that space. So it's really live, it's really real to do it in New York City. There's some really cool people that I get to work with, both in terms of fitness pros and in terms of consumers of our service. Nonetheless, I wanted to throw this Facebook post on here because this really is the pillar of what I'm building this community and what it's about. I remember when I was first a trainer at New York Sports Club, I got hired in July. I think I started in July. And the gig was to get as many hours as you can, as many clients as you can. Literally get there. I remember my first client who wanted to start at 6 a.m. I was much younger. I would wake up, I would take ephedra at like 4 in the morning, go back to sleep. So when I woke up at 4:50, it was kicked in. Like, what? Nonetheless, people do stuff like that. Much younger, before 3 kids, etc. Nonetheless, I was putting in as many possible hours as I could. And that was the gig. And then once I got up to those certain amount of hours, the idea was then to build up your hourly rate. All right. So then, you're in that space. You can get promotions and build your hourly rate. You're able to charge your clients more and they're able to pay you more. And you can get to a certain level. And I got, pushed that as hard as I can. And then I remember in January or December, maybe, probably January, I remember moving to a different club because, I heard that was the best place to work. And that January, looking in the mailboxes of the top trainers, or 2 or 3 of the top trainers in the entire company at the club that I was at, and I stole their mail. I stole one of their mail, and what it had on there was all of his entire annual report, essentially how many people he trained, what the deal was, how many clients. And then on top of that, there was a list of the top 30 people. They all got an award banquet, they got an extra infusion of cash, a couple thousand extra dollars, and they got some recognition. So I said to myself, I'm on this list no matter what. Next year, took the top trainer, divided his numbers by 52, and said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have this sheet in my mailbox at this time next year. All right. So that was my business plan. It was real simple. Boom. So, I didn't take a vacation that week. I hit that goal. I got to go to that banquet, make that extra cash. And believe it or not, I actually kind of held that level in my life for a good 10 years where the idea was, increase the amount of hours, increase the amount of money you get paid. Living in the per hour model, by all means. To be honest, before I realized what I was doing and how quickly it was going by, I didn't take much vacation time. And if I did, I tried to take it at the same time that my clients were taking their vacation. So, the basis of this video is really just to go over the blog post. I encourage you to check out the text there and get, the details. But, I just hit really 2 or 3 major topics. The first one is surrounding yourself with mentors. All right. Now, it's a tremendously satisfying experience to be the number 1 fitness professional in your space, in your facility. Every time a challenging prospect comes across the desk of your manager or the owner of the facility, they usually spin them to you because, you probably have the program design that's going to proper facilitate that person. In addition to that, you have the ability to persuade them or sell them on this is a good idea for you. And, like fitness is different than other things because everybody needs it. I mean, everybody needs it. I don't care if you sell it to someone, like the slimy used car salesman way, or you persuade them to really want it. Either way, you're doing them a service. The one way will probably have more long-term results than the other. But what I'm getting to is if you are the highest paid person, or the most successful person in the room, it's a tremendous feeling, but you're in the wrong room. You're just in the wrong room. And I want to encourage you to continually try to, improve yourself by surrounding yourself with people who are better than you, which is what I've been doing in this space. I've been interviewing people that I think are amazing, people that have done things that I have not done. Whether it's, hey Abs, can you turn that down, please? Whether it is, you know, they've created a business that is a model that I just don't have the ability to do, and I bring them in so I can inspire others, or they've actually taken a business model that I am following, and they're just a step ahead of me. That's what I encourage you to do in many, many, many spaces in your sphere of influence. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about by surrounding yourself with mentors. I encourage you to check out the blog post and check that out. Hold on one second. Hey, Abs, can you turn that down or watch something else maybe? Thank you. So I got 5 plus 1 good options. I'm going to hit them really quickly in this video, and I encourage you to get the details more in the blog. But the first one is a personal training membership. I've seen this model spun out. If you want some information about that, reach out to me. Basically having a customer or a consumer pay for the services in a 6-month chunk, and you guys don't do a per session model. Tremendous way to do it. Another one is group exercise. Hold on a second. Abby, I need you to turn that off or turn it down. Thank you. I say thank you, and she waits like 5 seconds and turns it back on. If you have kids, you get it. Hashtag crazy parents. Group exercise, all right? 10 years ago, one of the first things I did was start cycling because I wanted to get in front of the people in the cycling room. I don't know if you've ever worked in a big box gym, but the people who come into the gym, they have a gym membership, they bring in their sandals and their gym shoes. All right, the only other people who bring sandals to the gym are yogis, and those two groups of people don't talk to anyone else. They don't use any of their equipment. Sometimes they don't even use the locker room. They come in, they go to the cycling room, and I wanted to get in front of those people so I could show them that the services that I provided were something that maybe what they wanted to add to their regimen. So group exercise is a way that you can control your time a little bit, often with a decrease in the pay rate, but you have the ability to, you have some flexibility. Number 3, online personal training. I'm reaching out to a couple of really good fitness pros, people who I've mentored, people I've followed, people I've been friends with over the last couple years, to see if I can partner with them to figure out a way to bring to this community some tremendous professionals that are just crushing their space in online personal training. So, you know, if you want some more information about that, reach out to me. Outsourcing. This is a funny topic because I've seen this to go very, very wrong. I've seen people do this the wrong way, and I've seen people do it the right way. And as a matter of fact, there are people in this community who've done it the wrong way and have spun it around to make it the right way. And then, you know, I don't know anybody who's just done it the wrong way and given up. But I've seen people really like hustle and work hard to make it work. And I've seen people just right off the bat, you know, for instance, a gym owner that has the ability to outsource people coming into their gym and saying, hey, I'd like to hire a trainer. You know, that model works really, really well. And it's a way that you can, you know, kind of break free from the per hour model. The 5th one I have before I go to my +1 is just, you know, being part of some kind of affiliate network. You know, for me, 2-3 years ago, I got hit by a car and someone introduced me to a network marketing model, which I no longer do anymore, but I was able to create thousands of dollars of income from that model. We do something similar, a little bit more modern, just allowing us to, you know, do a retail model on social retail. That just is, you know, what that did for me, which was hard to describe, was it allowed us to create a couple of extra $1,000s of income in our life, and it reduced the strain that my fitness career was having on my, you know, necessity to pay bills. You know, because if you're just barely scraping by in a certain month in terms of paying the bills, what you do is you add hours, add stress, adds time and fatigue to your situation. And if you're able to, you know, through a secondary source of income, create something that reduces your stress of your career becomes much more satisfying. Even if you're not into selling or you're not into the marketing element or the affiliate marketing element of it, just to add it in there as a means to kind of allow you to step up was what changed the game for me. That's the 5th one. The +1 is branding yourself. Branding yourself, all right? Where do I go with this? You know, like, for instance, if you're able to brand yourself, you have a passion for a particular target audience. For me, it's my target audience really is trainers who have a niche, but they're not good marketers. trainers who have a passion for what they're doing, but they're not able to sell or persuade their clients. And you know, I would love to help as many people in that space as I possibly can. You know, like some might say, well, go be a gym manager. It's like, first off, I don't want to be an employee of anyone. I want to help individuals, and it's only a small chunk of what those managers do. The rest of their business is something I'm just not interested in. If you're one of those people, you can probably relate. You know, some of your parts of your job are tremendously fulfilling, and some parts are more arduous. And you know, those fulfilling parts is what I'm really chasing here. But if you brand yourself as someone who helps people with injuries, and you really focus on the attraction marketing element to bringing in just those people that fit your niche, just your people that hit your target audience, believe it or not, you can work 40 or 50 hours a week with your target audience and just wake up fired up every morning. What for me happened was, you know, that I had half of my schedule of people that were paying the bills, half of my schedule of my target audience. And the people who were paying my bills, they weren't fun. I didn't look forward to those sessions. And now, you know, now the couple hours that I have on my schedule, all of them are amazing. All of them are the ones, every single one I look forward to. As a matter of fact, it doesn't mean they don't look forward to me because I require them to be so consistent. But you know, that's just part of the game, and it's what makes things fun. I encourage you to get the text of this blog post. I'll put the text in the description. But you know, it really just boils down to branding yourself and hitting those 5 options as ideas to get the wheels turning to break out of that per hour model. So I hope this brought some value to you, and I'll talk to you soon.